Are you tired of yourself constantly giving up when the going gets tough, bro? Do you feel like this makes you unable to stick to your goals and actually make some kind of meaningful progress in your life? Yeah. Whether you're trying to get in shape or build a successful career or simply create a more fulfilling life that you can be proud of, consistency is key. But the real important question here is, bro, why the goddamn hell is it so hard to stay consistent? Well, in this video, I'll be talking about the actual psychology behind staying consistent, and I'll give you practical tips for overcoming the bullshit that's holding you back. Whether you're a student or a young man just looking to level up in life, this video is for you, as I'm going to be helping you to create a roadmap for success that you can actually stick to. So get ready, bro, to transform your body and your life in general with the power of consistency. One of my friends back in school was an absolutely incredible football player, like insane. I mean, I always used to think that I was pretty decent, but he was just on another level entirely, bro. And this friend of mine would always score the most ridiculous goals, and I swear he would just dribble past people like they weren't even there. But the thing is, bro, he had a bit of a problem, and that problem was that he never took things seriously enough. I think secretly everybody on the team knew that he was wasting so much potential for being an outstanding player and actually making it far in the sport, but to be honest, he just didn't care. He had no consistency whatsoever. Anyway, one day my friend actually ended up getting injured, meaning that he had to miss out from playing football for quite a few months, to be fair. I think he broke his arm or something like that. I'm not sure, I can't remember exactly what it was. But during that time, he realised how much he missed playing and how much he actually wanted to be a great football player. So when he returned, he finally decided to just cut all the bullshit and actually take stuff seriously for once. So at that point, he started practicing every day. He started working on his weak areas, pushing himself to be better at staying consistent with pretty much everything in training. Because of this, it wasn't long until he was not only the best player in the entire school, but arguably one of the best players in the entire county for his age group. I think he's actually gone on to play for some other professional team or semi-professional team somewhere else in Europe now. But yeah, I think his story alone can teach us all that talent alone isn't enough to be great. Like, yeah, obviously it helps to be talented, but it doesn't have a patch on putting in the effort, showing up, and staying consistent. Now, when you consistently work on something, you actually develop habits which make it easier to continue working. And that isn't just some like bullshit cliche thing I've told you there. There's actually some psychology behind it, and it's called the habit loop. Now, the habit loop consists of three parts, right? You've got the cue, you've got the routine, and then you've got the reward. The cue is the trigger that initiates the behavior, so it's kind of like a signal that tells you it's time to do something. So for example, when your alarm goes off in the morning, it's a signal for you to get your lazy ass out of bed, right? The routine is the behavior itself. So in other words, it's the thing that you do in response to the cue. So when your alarm goes off, the routine might be to brush your teeth and take a cold shower. And the reward is the positive outcome that reinforces the behavior. In other words, the reward is the good feeling that you might get from completing that routine. So after you've brushed your teeth and you've had a cold shower and you've gotten dressed, the reward would be the feeling of being refreshed and ready to start your day. Now, by repeating this exact routine every single day after you get the cue, your mind and body will automatically start to recognize it as a pattern, meaning that it will eventually become a habit that's easy to do. And over time, you'll find that you won't even have to think about it. You know, you'll just do it. So basically, in order to easily stay consistent with something that you really want to do, you need to create a habit loop similar to what I've just described. This means that you need to find a way to remind yourself to do the thing you want to do, then do the thing, and then feel good about doing the thing after you've done it. So let's say you're a college student and you finally have decided that you want to start studying properly every single day. An example of a suitable habit loop would be this. So the cue is going to be after finishing dinner, the routine is going to be to study for 30 minutes, and the reward is going to be to listen to your favorite music. Another example could be if you're wanting to get fit and if you're wanting to get in shape. The cue could be as soon as you wake up in the morning, the routine could be going for a run, and the reward could be feeling energized and feeling like you've accomplished something. And doing these things over and over again is what's going to help you to become consistent at it. So essentially, the way you become fully and automatically consistent is literally by being consistent. Like, the more consistent you get, the easier it becomes to keep those habits going. The reason for why you keep giving up is because you haven't stuck at a habit for long enough yet for your mind and body to recognize it as a pattern. And if you actually just stick with it for once, it will become very, very easy for you to consistently do it. Just in the same way that people can teach themselves to enjoy food. My dad used to hate olives, right? But me and my mum have always loved them, and we've always tried to make him eat one, mainly because we found it so funny that he hated them so much, and he would, grimace, and he'd be like, oh, like, these disgusting, and we just thought it was quite funny. But to be fair, he always did try one, and actually after a number of years of doing that, it stopped being funny because he stopped grimacing and he actually started to enjoy olives. So yeah, he actually now quite likes them. He's developed a bit of a taste for them, and something that he used to struggle with became easier. And obviously I know it's not a direct correlation to staying consistent with work, but it kind of is, in the sense that when your body and mind recognizes a pattern, it adjusts and things become easier. So essentially what I'm saying here is just eat olives, bitch. Act regardless of how you feel until it becomes easy and a way of life. There is no other way around it, and no one else is going to do it for you, bro. Set yourself a cue, start the routine, get the reward, and then repeat that cycle. Believe you can, and you're more than halfway there.